Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and well, let me just preface this by saying this is not a tutorial. This is just a little play, and as you can tell, I've made a real hot mess of my desk. But I moved this around because I kind of like the hot mess, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I can use that for something in the future. So here's what we're going to do. I wanted to emboss some things. And then I squirreled and I decided to get out my alcohol inks because I thought, oh, it would be fun if I did some alcohol inks and then I could emboss them. So here we are several hours later. So before we get started and we start playing, a special thank you to everyone who subscribes, who likes, who comments, and who just enjoys hanging out with me. I appreciate it very, very much. So what we are going to do is I have got some photo paper. Now, if you have ever used alcohol inks, you may hear of a product which is kind of it is a plastic product called Yupo. It comes in several different you can buy it several brands. There's some name brands. You can buy it on Amazon at a no-name brand. And I do have some, but I'm looking behind me. I still haven't used it because you know what? It is expensive. And I shared a video not long ago where I used the glossy photo paper to make designs with alcohol inks. And I just did the basics. I just kind of showed how to use them and what you could do. So, and I am a mess. I've got stains now on my sweatshirt. Yeah, it's a mess. My fingers, I did clean them 3 times and then decided, oh, maybe I should wear some gloves. So I've got the gloves on now. I'll try to remember to keep my sleeves up, but we are going to play with these. I'm just going to show you some techniques that I've done, and then I will come back. I'll clean up my mess because I've kind of boxed myself in with all of my supplies. And then I think I'm going to bust out the embossing folders. So we'll do some of these that are just plain and then run them through there and see what happens. So that's my plan. So let me show you what I've done before I came on camera. So here's one, which I think kind of looks like flowers. This one, it's all up to interpretation. Oh, I was just playing. Here's another one, but these 3, well, yeah, we could probably do that one too. These 2 for sure. This one and the other one, maybe not this one. I don't know. Here's one just in greens and yellows and a little bit of blue. And then I started playing with my stamps. So this is the first one I did. And then this was the off. I don't even think that's still dry because I used something different to try it out and it didn't work. But I just off stamped on that. And so make sure when I did that one, I did that one. There's another one. That was the same time I did this one, and somehow I smudged it, so I just wiped it off to make it look like I planned that. And then, what do we got? Ooh, this might be one of my favorites. Yes, I have black alcohol ink, I know. And then I have this Tiffany stamp, so I did a couple of those. They're not perfect, but they're fun. But that's what we're going to do. We're just going to play with this alcohol ink, and you can learn by my mistakes. You can give me some tips, some hints, some tricks if you use this a lot, because I don't, and we're just having to play. So, a couple of things that I have out. Besides my glossy photo paper, I've got stamps. I got a whole bunch of stamps over here. I obviously have my alcohol inks. I do have my stuck. My stamp platform. And which, by the way, I bought at a thrift shop for $2.99 or $3.99. I don't know. It was cheap. It was fantastic. And I really didn't know how to use it when I bought it. So there was that. I also have some cotton balls that I've used. My little blowy tool. And some this is 91%. It works fine. Alcohol. And I do have a little dropper. What else do I have? Anything else? Oh, and important if you're going to be, this I also got at either a thrift store or a yard sale. And it's Alcohol Lift ink. Yeah. And I just busted this open today. So I've never used it before. But that's the result we got when we did that. So we're just going to start off basic, and we're just going to throw some colors on there. And I'm feeling like I'm loving all these bright colors, so I'm thinking we're just going to throw on some bright colors. Now, some of these just do not, I don't know. This is Ranger. This is Coral. And I'm just throwing a couple dots on. Now, we're just going to start by doing it this way. Nothing more than throwing some dots on and using this. If you don't have one of these, you can get these at Menards, by the way. You can also, I think Tim Holtz has one too. But if you don't have one of those, use a straw. It works just the same. All right, so what color was that I just used? Coral. Let's use Sweet Pink. And I'm trying to just go to kind of think a little bit about how they may blend together. But, you know, and if they don't turn out like that, it's fine. This purplish is like a red color. I want to show you guys this. Like purplish? I don't think so. Look. Reddish. But I'm just doing all of these. This is a technique I have not tried before. Can you see that whole thing? Yeah. Let's see. How about some dressed in yellow? She said hello. Come sit next to me, you fine fellow. Okay, so we got coral, we got a pinkish, we got a what they say is purplish, and we got a yellowish. Let's go with an apple greenish. All right. Now, this might be a muddy mess when we end up with it, but we're just going to roll with it. Now, some of those have been sitting there for a second or two, so they're not going to probably, and I'm using kind of a lot of, see, like some of that green's getting a little. Now, if I want to have some more movement, that's where my alcohol comes in. Ooh, pretty. I can just put a couple of drops on there and keep moving it. I like to move it, move it. What is up with me today singing? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. It's past my productive hours, so it's about, yeah, I don't know, and maybe 5:30 or so at night, which, you know, I don't generally do any videos after. Oh, the other thing I got out was my, my heat tool, and I'm going to use it right now. So I'm just going to put my little flange on here and then just kind of dry it. Sorry, I forgot to give you a warning, but see, it's so wet still that that's moving it too, which I'm okay with. I just want to kind of see that dry a little bit. So if you think I am not an artist, I can't draw, I can't paint, here's your answer. It's like abstract art. Have a fun play with it. I don't think I need my scissors. I can put those away. Let's see. I think we need to add to it. Let's add some yellow at the top here. Oh, you know what color I have that I'm sure, like, you're like, yeah, we'll do that. I was going to say, remind me, what happened to my yellow? Tell me I didn't put it back, because yellow. There it is. It's hard to tell. We're going to put some yellow up here. Remind me that I have some white, and I want to try it. I love it. Watch how that moves all by itself. It's fascinating to me. And I just did a video that will have aired yesterday, which was Tuesday. I think I'm putting this on Wednesday. I don't know. I've kind of gotten away from, except for Sewing Notion Sunday, my Mindful Monday and my Template Tuesday, I've kind of taken a back seat right now, which I'm okay with that. Like I enjoy switching it up a bit. And so, you know, my theory, the rules are, there are no rules. The premise is that we just have a good time. And that's what we're doing. So, how have you guys been doing? Oh, that just went right off the page. How have y'all been doing? What have you been doing? I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like I am a hot, unorganized mess right now. After that whole venue event, which I still need to go back and finish up, Dave took an entire flatbed to, I want you to watch this while I talk, to one of my favorite thrift shops. And, you know, here was something was kind of a bummer to me. He said, yeah, it wasn't my favorite experience. He said they weren't really that helpful. And I'm sure, I mean, remember, there's a lot of volunteers and they don't have a lot of full-time workers. So I'm sure they didn't have a lot of resources. But I understand where he was coming from. Like, I've got some great things that I'm donating, and he had that feel-good feeling, which I get it. And he said, nobody helped me unload it, and which is really weird, because, like, if you go to Goodwill or, you know, Salvation Army, I don't know if I should put this in here, but I'm going to, they won't even let you barely do anything. Like, they do it all for you. So I was kind of bummed for him, because I'm like, you know, it's my favorite. So it's not going to stop me, because I love them. But he was like, it could have went a little bit better. And remember, he had a whole flatbed. So if anybody, a flatbed trailer, not the flatbed of our truck, but a flatbed trailer, literally full of bags, boxes, and such. So if somebody saw that coming, they were probably like, oh, I think I'm going on break. But we did all of that, and I still have more to go through. I've got I did put some things aside. I do have some new things, but they're cool, like that I had in the shop that are neat Christmas decor, and I might just save those and bring them to a live sale. And I mean, yes, most of the things I do is vintage, but everything that I have from the Christmas decor, if you saw some of those videos, it is Christmas, or it is vintage-esque, and I just think it would be fun to do some of those. And then I did, all right, now what? Well, nothing. We're going to let it dry, and this will run through an embossing thing. I mean, it's nothing right now, but, you know, we're just having fun. I'm not even going to blow dry it. Let's do this one this way. Let's do another black one. And then we'll set it aside, let it dry, and then we'll come back and do that technique again. But I still need, and then I have some, I don't know, not a lot, like maybe a couple totes, and then some things from home, clothing, that I think I'm going to try. I've never done it. If you guys have done this, please let me know. I want your feedback. I think I'm going to try to take it to a consignment shop. Because it's all really good stuff. I have some great shoes and great clothes. I told you guys this. Like, maybe I'll put it in my vlog when I start actually making an effort to eat healthier and exercise, which I've just had a lot going on, and so I haven't done it. But I've got my dream box, and it's full of all of my very favorite things. Like, I had really nice suits and things like that from my corporate days, and I got rid of those years ago. Probably not long after. Look at that. Isn't that fascinating? Not long after I left my job, and Dave and I were working together full time. But so that stuff's been gone for a long time. And then I gave we had not an assistant. She was she was a assistant at the front desk at our dental office, and she had been working on her real estate and investment licenses, and had gotten a job. And so I gave her 2 bags full of suits because she was really young. She was like in her 20s, and at the time, I mean, she wasn't, she just wore her scrubs to work. So she had nothing. And so that was really nice that I could help her, and somebody could get use out of all of those years of me buying, expensive things, because suits and such they're not cheap, And yes, then, even in, that was 2015, well, when I left, it was, I don't know, 2016, it was probably when that was, and we were still wearing suits to work. I know. Oh gosh, I could do this all day long. All right, let's give this a little bit of a dry, because I don't have a lot of space here to, okay, this is going to get loud. But I had been keeping, up until the last couple of years, I've been able to wear most of those things. Well, not so much anymore. So I've just been keeping them hung in my closet, which I think I might have shared this on one of my videos. I don't know. Maybe I did a blog about it. I'm not sure. But since the kids were little, I've always hung all of their stuff, and my stuff too. Very little is in drawers, because I knew when my kids are little, it probably wouldn't have worked out very well. Okay, we're going to try something different. We're going to do, well, you know what? Let's do it this way. I knew that it would be easier for them and my sanity, because I got some OCD stuff going on, that if I just had everything hanging up, it was simpler. And then they each had like a sweater, like the things you hang in your closet, and that you put your sweaters in. You know what I'm talking about, right? They're like little boxes. And they would pick out their outfits for the week, and they'd put one in each box, and then that's what they would... Okay, here we go. This is that purplish red again. Now let's see what happens if I put it with this. And then they would pick out... So, they had some say in it, right? So we've just always done that. And finally I was like, okay, I got to make room for Dave's clothes. He's always had part of my closet, but it needs to be more substantial. Ooh, that is horrible. And there's a big something in it. Ugh. Looks like it's a ruby hair, if I had to guess. Well, I don't like that. Okay, let's add something else to it. But I still didn't want to get rid of it. So I saved all my favorites, put them in a box or a tote in my closet, and I'm giving myself till the end of the year. And then if I'm still not able to wear them, and some of them, come on now, like some of them are like size 0. I don't foresee I'm ever going to get back in those, but I love the piece, and I'm like, okay, well, if I don't, then I'll donate it, but whatever. We'll see. So what in the heck was my point of all of that? Oh, donating all of this stuff. So that is horrible. I do not like that at all. Here, I want to show you something else that's really cool. Now watch, it won't work. With this, I don't know if this works with a Yupo, but it does with this. And this is a, did you guys pay attention? Did you pay attention to what the brand was when I flipped it over? Was it HP or was it Kodak? I don't know. Hang on, I got to get a fresh piece of paper towel. Anyway, I'm hopeful. I kind of just like how that is, but if we want to do a technique on it and we want to stamp on it, that's not going to work. Well, I wonder what orange red looks like. Have I used that? I don't think so. It was in the box still. This may be another. This one has never been used. Let me grab a pin and see if I can puncture it. I don't think it has anyway. So yeah, why am I so discombobulated? Well, maybe part of it is because I still need to do that. And then when I did that, this looks pretty orange to me. I ended up bringing home a bunch of totes. Things that I could sell on my live sales, things that I could use in, you know, our house. Well, now I got all these totes that are now in my, well, 2 of them are in my mudroom. I did go through one of them. And then the others, the other 6, are in my garage. And it's stressing me out because I feel like everything is like caving in on me. Well, this kind of looks like sort of a sunset-ish kind of thing. But we're going to use our... And all we're doing right with this is... Ooh. Kind of looks like like the desert. Like a desert sunset. Okay. Let's move this one aside. And let's try... Come on. So, yeah. And then I keep organizing things and going... And I just feel like I'm shuffling stuff around. If you know what I mean. All right, let's use this one that is, I don't know. It's interesting, right? And I just feel like there's just too much. Like I had everything all kind of organized and not, like everything had its place, and now I just feel like, ugh. All right, I don't know if I'm making a good choice in choosing these flowers, but that's what we're going to try. Let's just use these daisies. And let's just use one little daisy because I can use this without using my... Well, here. Here we go. We're just going to put these on here. Okay, so you're going to need your stamps. And then you're going to need your alcohol lift ink. So essentially what this is doing is just lifting the alcohol inks off of the page. And look, I had not used that, and now look at that. So if you're using a stamp and it had some ink on it, it may turn into that. Especially with this, like, stays on. So we're just going to try. See what happens. Yeah, but for somebody who's just, like, obsesses a little bit about being organized, I am out of control. There you go. Now, don't worry. There's not much there, right? You can probably barely see it. But not to worry. I think it will be okay. And I just want to do this exactly like I did the one with the flowers, that the whole page is just kind of like that. So we'll see. There we go. Let's see if I can get a couple out of this. So yeah, that was a long little story, wasn't it? So I don't feel like I've got a lot accomplished, but I just don't feel like I have got a lot accomplished. And this morning, I have this whole list over here of things that I want to do, or that I need to do. A little bit of both. And what did I do? Something not on my list. I cleaned out the office, which then I realized I have more crap that I don't need. But I'm trying to make, like, a space. I mean, I have my craft room. And I at one time, well, during quarantine, I worked up there because the kids were home and they were both in school. And so I had to kind of, not that I had to manage them. They did just fine on their own. They were, freshman, sophomore, I don't know. But I felt like I needed to be present. And now let's use that piece that didn't work and see if any of this, I don't think there's enough ink on here to, a little bit. Who knows? Maybe this might turn out cute by the time we're done with it. I don't know. All right, now, so we've got that how we want it. Now what we need to do. And I know this is from when I Kool-Aid, I think Kool-Aid died, and I just tucked it away and let it dry. So it's not alcohol ink. Okay, let's just start at the bottom. And I'm just lightly dabbing off. So did you see how I did that circle? Don't do that. That's what I learned was a bad idea. But now you can kind of see the flowers a little bit more. See how that one, you could barely see it. Now you can. And all I'm doing is lifting up that alcohol lifting. Kind of cute. Now, later on, I could come back and maybe I could stamp with some stays on and just create something really cool. There you have it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, let's do one. Let me put these back. And let's do one where we use the platform. So let me get a bigger one out. I want to do something that is... All right, so we're going to use this one, and then we're going to have this one handy. Okay? But we don't want it sitting there. What are we going to use? Let's find something. I thought I had a big... Oh, here. Let's use this. This is Sam Pool, I think. Yep. It's Creative Expressions Sam Pool. Excuse me. And I want to use this butterfly. Oh, man, this one's never been used. Holy schmoly. Oh, my gosh, and it's sticking to my fingers. Okay, let me move this all out of the way. And I'm not very smart, so I have to put on here clear. All right, because this is, let's see, I can probably get 2 of them out of here. So what I'm going to do, it's really hard to work with rubber gloves on. You can't. All right, so we're just going to put that here and there. And then we're going to put that. Oh, is it going to fit? It's fine. It can go off the edge. See, it's sticking to my phalanges. Oh, crap. Okay. There we go. We're going to pick it up. Ooh, that was a bad idea. So, you know, with a new stamp, we may have issues with this. Because usually you got to kind of season it, as I say, just like you would your cast iron skillet. Brand new stamp. I don't know. So we may have already ruined this print, but we're going to try it. And I don't have a, you know, one of those tools, so I just use my fist and hope for the best. All right, here we go. Well, it's not horrible. Let's do it one more time, just to see if we can make that a little bit better. Oh, you see that piece of fuzz in there? Mm-hmm. Now, you could keep doing this over and over till you get that's the whole intent of the platform, right? Okay, we're going to go with that. Leave it. Ooh. Now look, it's stuck on my finger. Oh, girl. All right, this one. Let me get this off my finger. Oh. And now I don't have any nails, so I can't get them apart. And my fingers keep getting stuck in it. All right. We'll do this one, and then we'll do one more, that black and white one. And then we will say goodbye. And then when I come back, I will have cleaned up. And that's fine. And we will do a little bit of embossing on those ones that were just plain Jane. Okay. Let's just chat a bit while I'm doing this. Let it sit there maybe a little bit longer than I did. How many more people? I didn't do what I said I was going to do. Okay, we need to do it again. So yeah, I would love to hear. Ooh, that buckled. Did you see that, you guys? If you guys have done this, what your results have been, if you like it, if you've never done it, do you think you want to try it? Now, I can tell you, if I wouldn't have gotten this alcohol lift ink for like next to nothing, I probably wouldn't have gone out and bought any. Can I be satisfied with that? Yes, I can. I'm not, look, stop overthinking. All right. That one, we're going to sit and let it dry. And see, we can just cut that in half, and now we have 2 little pieces that we can do something with. Okay, let's see if I can get, I'm just going to stick this right here. Let's just see if anything comes off on there. Sometimes it does, sometimes, like on this, it did. But it wasn't pretty. But if you can really get it to work, you get kind of double the prints. There goes my sleeves again. No, I didn't put this. See, you can barely see it. That's fine. Okay, let's do another one. What if we use kind of a variety of, let's see, words on using, can you guys see this? Using this set. So let's just see where we can, because it would be fun to cut pieces and parts of this out. Like this botanical one is not going to cut it. I think it's too, well, you know what? Who says we can't try it? Nobody. We can try it. All right, hang on a second. I need those tweezers back. And I think most of these I've used. Do a butterfly. Goodness. What do we got? What do we got? I guess we can try this. This one I have not used. Because we can cut all of these out separate. Ugh. Am I frustrating you guys? Because I'm frustrating myself. If you haven't, hop over or check out take a second and check out my Ko-fi site, which I'm so excited. If you missed the video where I made the announcement that I finally got it up and I added some freebies for you guys. Yes, it's going to be fun. Because I just wanted to be able to, and the other thing with having that Ko-fi site is it's right there. You can hop on. You can, it says, you know, you can, I don't know what it says. Something about donating or give a gift. I don't know, but that wasn't the intent. Although you can create memberships. So like if I wanted to, or if you all were interested in, look at me just going crazy with all these. I could create memberships and then I could offer you special things like special classes or, you know, one-on-one consulting or, you know, I don't know what. I didn't look that far into it. I just wanted to give you guys a place for you to get some freebie digitals, things that I have created that I want you guys to have at a low price and to provide me feedback on, and if you like them, what you want more of, and it kind of just a little private chat area that we can have conversations. So that was my intent. Nothing more. Okay, why? Oh. Dang it. Got to get them all. See, I'm still not convinced that I love this thing, to be real honest with you. Ah. It's probably why they gave it. But, I mean, I see people using this all the time. So, there's that. Okay. We're just going to stick them this way, which I should have just done in the first place. I want to put that on backwards. Okay. Okay. Let's just do this. So you can see some of them already. I'd rather have it stick down and have to just peel it off than not have it stick down. Nervous, you guys. The other one turned out so cool, and I didn't think about it. I just did it. Isn't that how it always works? Okay, kind of these gloves on. How long have we been doing this? I don't even know. I stand up and look. I got 3 drawers open over here. I got stamps all over the place. 41 minutes. Well, we're not doing so bad. It's going to take me 15 minutes just to clean this mess up. But anyway, when I was talking about I'm not very organized right now. Oh, look at that. I like it. Now, I can put those away after we're off camera. Ooh, that's really... Let's move this away. That's very glary. I wanted to get a bunch of videos done so then I can concentrate. I need to do the live sale stuff and all that. All that good stuff. All I'm doing is pop it. See that one? When I put the original down. I'm just pressing a little bit and picking up some of that ink. I like that. If I wouldn't have put that down backwards, then that postcard one would have turned out phenomenal. I like this. This would just be fun to zhuzh up and then just use as a journal card or something. Wow. Very fun. Okay, friends. Well, we did get all of these done. And now we're going to come back and we're going to do some embossing with all of them. So until next time, my friends, remember to take time to just be. Thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.